Morning. Morning. So I've got my little 6060 up on the top track, pulling a bit of a heavy train here. I was a little leery that it might not be able to get it moving, but it's doing all right. Looks pretty cute, actually. I like it. I know cute is maybe not the right word, but certainly runs well. Very pleased with it. Well, a little modification on my part, adding some red lights to the rear of the tender adds a little nicety to it, I think. Also added some weight to the front truck on the front of that engine, the front four wheels, the lead into that. I had put some lead on that. Maybe I told you that before. And I definitely put some weight in the tender. So all in all, it's ready to go. Cleaned it up. I tried to, I did put some sound in it. Oh, maybe I need more power. Come on. What the heck? What the heck? Never fails, you know. You get it on the workbench, test it a million times, and try and get it out here and operating on the main track, and maybe certainly there should be enough voltage to it. I don't know. Pull it to a stop. I'm going to start it up. There we go. I did put some smoke fluid in the smokestack too. Maybe I put too much. I don't know. Anyway, I found the little pins inside the engine that control the whistle and the bell. Of course, when I was putting the little micro switches into the engine, I was trying to glue them so that they were easy to get to. As you can see, it's pretty easy to get to here. So they're little momentary contact switches that I dug out of a printer that I found in the garbage. Man, those printers have so many parts to them, and little DC motors in them. They're a real find. So I took this whole printer apart, and in the whole thing I managed to find two little micro switches, two of them. See if I can get a picture of it without blur. And wanted to put them in somewhere. I was thinking of putting them in the top there, but where that dot is, I put a dot there. But they had leads on them, were long enough to go through the engine and down, and they had little female connectors on the end that mounted on the pins that fit right in the engine when we pushed it down on top of the pins in the engine. So Aaron I just had to glue them onto, let's see if I can get a better picture of that. I just had to glue them onto the surface, underside surface of that canopy there. So they're pretty inobtrusive. And of course, when I glued the first one on, the glue got into the mechanism of the switch and just messed the switch up completely. So I had to eliminate one, and I only have one. But anyway, why doesn't it smoke? I know the smoke is on because, how do I know the smoke is on? Oh, it might not be on. There's no light in the cab. Huh. There should be a light in the cab. Fudge. Okay, well, another issue. I have to take it apart and see what it is. Anyway, it runs pretty good, so we'll let it run again. Turn it down a bit. We don't need that much speed. There you go. Oh, it starts easy. Yeah, there should be a cab light in there too, and I guess the wire has come disconnected somehow from, or I didn't put it back on. That could be it. Well, it runs nice. It's a Williams. Well, as you can see, I didn't have my... So what I want to do is I'm going to try, maybe I've said it before, I want to try and make the inside curves on this top layout 072 as well. So I tried it with, I tried getting this 2882 around, and it was okay. It went around, but there wasn't enough space between the inside track and the outside track for the front end swing. So I'm going to try the cab forward, which has a different mechanism on the front end. We'll see what happens with it. But I just wanted to get a little video up here of the Canadian National. I'm sure it's a Hudson. It's a 484 that my uncle used to drive. My Uncle Art. He worked for Canadian National all his life. And so did my grandfather worked for the predecessor to Canadian National, and then ended up a conductor on the Canadian National. Of course, they retired him at 65 back then, compulsory retirement. And I don't think that did anybody any good. I don't think compulsory retirement is good for anybody. If you don't want to quit, keep working. Anyway, I'll have it up again. This time I'll try and get the lights on the inside. But there it goes. Actually looks pretty good over there. We'll give it a little gas, a little power. Certainly makes the track look longer. Now we'll bring it back. Give it a pause. Thanks for watching. Bye now.